All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting for City of Tullahoma. It's December 15th, 2025. I'm Chairman Paul Schwer. I'm here to call this meeting to order. Determination of a quorum. We have all members are present. We have one member, Marvin Sellers, who's rotated off, and I don't know more about that, but we got 6 members present, so 4 is a quorum, so we have a quorum. And at this time, I'd like everyone to rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to ask Troop 402 over here, the Perez brothers, to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. To the Perez brothers there. They're here completing a requirement. Yes, sir.
I've noticed at these board meetings, at the city board meetings and these two, that many people in the back of the audience here that are come to observe can't hear what y'all are saying. Those microphones don't really address sound for this room, so if y'all speak up a little bit, I think everybody can hear them better.
Appreciate that.
One, among others. Okay, thank you.
Appreciate that. I'll do my best.
And we are supposedly got a project to fix and put some speakers in here, but I don't know what the status of that is, so hopefully soon.
All right. All right. At this time, item number 4, appointment of new planning commission members by Mayor Seaborn. I will turn the meeting over to Mr. Seaborn.
Oh, well, I don't have any new appointments right now. I know it needs to be done.
Okay.
I'm working on that. And the other thing is, I will mention, I think I mentioned this last time, Mr. Worsham, I need to get together with you and talk about the term issues. Yeah. And I've got a sheet, because we are supposed to reappoint one member every year. And right now our schedule has gotten off, I guess, from past appointments. And we've got like 3 in this one year. So my hope is to pass a resolution kind of resetting the terms and fixing all that. So that we can get going forward. So I need to get with Mr. Worsham and help me write a resolution for that. But Robin has made a nice list of everybody's terms and when they roll off, and they're kind of jumbled up. So we need to fix that. So working on that. Hopefully, I'd like to get that on the January agenda at the board member and Alderman if we could.
All right. Thank you. All right. Item number 5 is election of officers. I've typically led in the past the planning director has led the election. So
yeah. For this one, we'll need to have an election of a chairman and election of the vice chairman. We have to do these every year. We have to appoint a new chair and a vice chair. So if there's anyone would like to, I guess it would be, if anyone would like to volunteer, or if anyone would like to appoint someone that they think would be a good chair and vice chair, they can. We'll vote on it, or the planning commission will vote on it. Then that person will serve as chair. I'm thinking it would be advantageous to do these appointments in December, and that way that person gets a full calendar year, January through December, to be chairman, rather than try to do it in the middle of the year. So whoever is appointed chair and vice chair at this meeting would serve as chair and vice chair until the December 2026 meeting, at which point we'll hold this vote again, and then that chair and vice chair will start serving in that December meeting until the following December meeting, giving them a full calendar year of ability to serve.
I like that plan. I have no objections to continue to be chair, but no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there's been an issue about where your term is, but that's one of the things I'd like to fix. So I'm okay with Mr. Schwer volunteering. And if something happens, we can't make that work out, we can always get another chair. So.
With that, I mean,
Do we need an official nomination? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to nominate Paul Schwer.
All right. Second, or just anybody else?
Second.
Yeah,
Okay.
second.
Any other nominations? All right. Vote. All in favor of Paul Schwer remaining the chair?
Aye.
I'll abstain. And vote passes 5-0. All right. Election of vice chair of the planning commission. I will open it up to nominations for the vice chair.
I nominate Alex Rice.
Second.
I will second that. Yeah. All right, any other nominations for vice chair? All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain.
All right, Alex, welcome to the vice chair position again. All right, moving on. Item number 6, read and approve the minutes from the November 17th meeting. The minutes, I will entertain a motion to set the minutes as written.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve from Mr. Hall,
Second.
second from Mayor Seaborn. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? All right, minutes are accepted, 6-0. Item number 7, general public comments on items not on the agenda. This is to anyone from the public that wishes to address the planning commission on items that are not on tonight's agenda will be allotted 3 minutes to speak. Please come forward this time and be recognized if you have something to speak to in the purview of the planning commission. Seeing none, I will close item number 7 and remove the reports of commissioners and staff. Mr. Luthi.
I would just like to announce again that our interactive zoning map is live on the website. That map, I update that map almost twice a month now. Whenever we get new subdivisions recorded, I try to go get the parcel data from Coffee County as soon as they publish it. So that map, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it. It's on our website. If you click on planning and development on that homepage and for planning and development and scroll down, it's built into our website. That map is up to date. As soon as rezones are passed by the board of mayor and aldermen, they are updated on that map. And as soon as I get updated parcels from Coffee County or Franklin County, they're updated on that map. So you can use that map for your own reference, for your own properties, or if somebody asks you a question in the public, you can direct them to that website, on our city website, to that page. And that map is up to date. And so I just want to make sure everyone knows that is there and it's working as intended. And so it's hopefully going to be a helpful resource to everybody in and around the city.
Okay. Thank you. Any other comments from the commissioner's staff? All right. Approval of the agenda. Entertain a motion to approve the agenda as written.
So moved.
Motion from Mr. Hall, or Mr. Rice.
Second.
Second from Mr. Hall. All in favor of the agenda as written? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Agenda passes 6-0. Old business, subdivision plats. These are public hearings. Boggs Cook Road final plat. A proposed final plat to create 2 new lots of record located at 394 Cook Road. The applicant is Mr. Danny J. Boggs. I'd invite the applicant to come forward at this time to speak on this. Sir, you're recognized.
Hello. I'm Danny Boggs.
All right. Brief description of what you're trying to do. Just
I've just separated the house from the land. I plan on keeping the land for hunting purposes.
all right. All right. Thank you. If you have any questions, we'll call back up on you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. This is a public hearing, so I'd like to invite anybody from the public that wishes to speak on the Boggs Cook Road final plat. Please come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and move to staff report. Mr. Luthi.
This one was brought before you at the last meeting, but because the applicant was unable to attend, we had to defer to this meeting. The applicant is seeking to subdivide the property. The reason why this is before you is this is in our urban growth boundary in Franklin County. And one of the parcels that would result from this division of land is less than 5 acres. So you'll have to approve that subdivision. There is going to be a 3.96 acre tract that will have the existing home on it. And then there'll be a 50-foot wide flagpole that goes back to the remaining 11 acres that is going to be cut off separately from this one. And your approval of this item will allow the applicant to go and record that updated deed and create those 2 new parcels.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Luthi. With that, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion from Ms. McGee,
Second.
second from Mr. Rice. Any discussion on this? All right, seeing none, we'll call the vote. All in favor of the Boggs Cook Road final plat? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstained? All right. Plat is approved. 6-0. Wells Yeager Street, final plat. A proposed final plat to create 3 new lots of record located at 0 South Washington Street. The applicant is Bert Wells. I'd like to invite the applicant to come forward at this time.
Not the applicant, but the land surveyor hired by Mr. Wells, here seeking approval for a 2-lot subdivision, one lot off of Yeager Street, one being 1 acre and the other being 4.18 acres that also fronts on South Washington Street. So,
So did our agenda say 3 subdivision, 3 plat? You said subdivision into 3 plats.
Proposed final plat to create 3 new lots of record located at 0 Washington Street.
It's showing 2 in the drawing, so looks like maybe we got a typo in our agenda.
Just supposed to be 2?
just supposed to be 2.
Okay.
It shows only 2 on the.
On page
Yeah, I
10 of
see-
our
yeah, I
packet
see
it is.
them out.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, I'm reading off the agenda.
no, I understand.
2 new lots of record. Thank you. All right. This is a public hearing, so I'd like to invite anyone from the public to come forward at this time to speak on the Wells Yeager Street final plat. Seeing none, I'll close public hearing and Mr. Luthie's staff report.
Yep. Again, this one was presented to you at the last meeting, but had to be deferred. And we're here to review it today for the creation of these 2 new lots on Yeager Street.
All right, thank you. Motion from the commission.
Move to approve.
Second.
All right. Motion from Mr. Rice, second from Mr. Hall. Discussion on the Wells Yeager Street final plat. Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And abstained? All right. Plat is approved, subject to. Plat's approved, 6-0. All right, moving on. New business. 2026 Planning Commission calendar. Review and approve the 2026 Planning Commission calendar. I will introduce this, I guess. The Planning Commission meets regularly at 4:30 every Monday on the third Monday of the month, with the exception of January. The meeting will be Tuesday, January 20th, 2026, for observation of Martin Luther King Day. All in favor of the proposed schedule? Aye.
Do you have a motion?
Oh, I'm sorry, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
All right, motion is to
I'll
accept the
second.
schedule as proposed.
Are we aware that 2 of the months, it's not the 3rd Monday, it's the 2nd? Does that matter?
Just, yeah, those other ones, it's probably falls on.
Well, September and December, it's the 2nd Monday of the month.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter to me, I'm fine with it.
Why, is that not conflict with the BOMA?
Yeah.
Let
no.
me check that real quick. 1 second.
No, that's right, the 2nd Monday, correct? You say September?
September and December.
Would be the 2nd Monday. Are we doing first Monday or 2nd Monday?
It's always the third.
Third, oh, I'm
Typically,
sorry.
that's
You're right.
what I wrote.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying I have any conflict, it's just.
It's the 3rd
wondering if
week,
that
but
matters.
the 2nd Monday.
It's the 3rd week, 2nd Monday, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a conflict with both.
When I had the calendar, when the calendar is prepared, it went off of last year's calendar where it filled in the dates. Our meetings, correct, because the Monday, the way the calendar is set up, it looks at the actual day. It doesn't let me give it an option for the 3rd Monday. So when it adjusted all of the dates, it should have jumped them ahead of a week. Instead, it just moved them 1 day, so they would be on the same week of the year. But yeah, I'll have those 2 adjusted. So the 2 conflicts in September, instead of it being on September 14th, because the 1st is on a Tuesday now instead of a Monday, it'll be on September 21st. And then for November, because let's see, it is November, December. December again, the 1st is on a Tuesday, so it'll be on the 21st of December, not the 14th of December.
Do we think all the other dates on those 2 rows are correct?
Those dates are not tied to the 1st and 3rd Monday. Those are just leading up to. I can check all of those again, but those I had to manually enter. The program in Excel would not do those for me. So those should be fine. It was just the actual days itself adjusting from 2025 to 2026. It did not jump them ahead a week for those first on a Tuesday months.
I think I probably need a motion to approve that. Yeah,
Move to approve the calendar as amended.
all right.
Second.
Motion from Mayor Seaborn, second from Mr. Rice. All right, all in favor of approving the calendar as amended? Aye. Now, do we need to vote on the original motion?
No,
Okay, I don't think so.
I made the motion as amended, yeah.
All right, calendar is approved. All right, item number B, subdivision plats. 1006 East Lincoln Street, final plat. A proposed final plat to create 2 new lots of record located at 1006 East Lincoln Street. The applicant is David Rhodes. I'd like to invite the applicant to.
Good
Sir,
afternoon. I'm
recognized.
David Rhodes. Just looking to create 2 lots out of one.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, with that, this is a public hearing. I'd like to invite anyone from the public to speak on this at this time. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and move to staff report. Mr. Luthi.
The applicant is looking to subdivide this property. The current property is on East Lincoln Street. Once this subdivision takes place, one lot, Lot 1, the 0.55 acre section, will still retain its access off of East Lincoln Street, and then the resulting 0.3 acre tract will take its access off of the East Lauderdale Street public alley.
All right, thank you, Mr. Luthi. With that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion from Mr. Hall,
Second.
second from Ms. McGee. All right, any discussion on the Dave Rhodes or East Lincoln?
Is there any issue with it coming off an alley?
That alley is a public alley. There are several other lots that are already taking access. The only item for concern with this specific alley is there are some issues with East Lauderdale Street. There are actually 2 Lauderdale Streets that run in parallel. 911 addressing has brought up some issues with that. We're looking to get that taken care of. I'm not sure at this moment what that will mean. Most likely one of the streets would have to be renamed. However, that is an arduous undertaking for the residents that live on those streets because their address will fundamentally completely change and they'll have to readdress everything. So we're looking at potential solutions for that confusion. So you will most likely...
Already, right? But that problem already exists.
Yeah, that has existed for years. Once a solution is found, it will probably go through the planning commission and then to the board of mayor and aldermen as some form of resolution for that. And if a solution does come to that, I will let you know. But at this time, it's no fault of the applicant. It's just wanted to make you aware that that is a current situation that we're monitoring.
All right, thank you. Any other discussion on this? Sorry, I'm confused. That iPad would be nice.
It's helpful.
All right. All right, hearing no more discussion, I'll call the vote on the East Lincoln Street final plat. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And abstained? All right, final plat is approved, 6-0. Item C, site plans, 308 East Carroll Street site plan. Request for the planning commission to approve a site plan. The purpose of this site plan is to create a new gas station with attached convenience store. I'd like to invite the applicant to come forward and speak on this at this time. Sir, you're recognized.
Hello, Planning Commission. I'm Jeremiah Skolsky of Summit Builders Corp. At 308 East Carroll Street, we plan on building a convenience store.
All right, thank you. Thank you. If we have any more questions, we'll call you back.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Worsham, are these public hearings?
Steve, Mr. Worsham.
Mr. Worsham, are these public hearings?
I think we'd like to hear you.
Are the site plans public hearings?
No, no.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll move the staff report.
No worries. Yeah, so this site plan you see before you is for 308. Is it East Carroll Street? Let me just grab it. This one is for 308 East Carroll Street. The applicant is looking to build a gas station with attached convenience store. This site plan has gone through our Development Advisory Committee review process. The applicant was sent comments. The applicant replied with a comment response letter addressing said comments. I believe at this time, all comments that we had have been addressed. There were some remaining comments. Those comments are a TDOT entrance permit will be required for the entrance onto East Carroll Street because that is State Route 55, and the permit is to be provided to Public Works. If a traffic study is required by TDOT, provide the traffic study to Public Works. Provide updated plans to Public Works if revisions are necessary in the TDOT permitting process. When the applicant goes to get that TDOT permit, a lot of times TDOT will want an approved plan by the municipality before TDOT will review it. Once this plan is approved, they can get that permit from TDOT. If there are any revisions, if it's a very minor revision, it will go to our Development Advisory Committee for review. And if that revision is deemed minor, it will be approved at that time. If not, if it's a major revision, if any of the Development Advisory Committee members or myself deem it to be a major revision, it would have to come back before the Planning Commission again. I do not foresee that happening. I think this will be a very smooth permit process with TDOT, but that is the procedure that we have in place if revisions are necessary. We will need 2 hard copies of the final approved plans to Nina in the Codes Department prior to pre-construction meeting with the Public Works Department. Public Works does their pre-construction meetings on Thursday. We will usually collect those plans at the Codes building, and then Eric or Sean will come by and pick those up to have those on site for their pre-construction meetings, which take place on Thursdays. They will need to submit a long-term maintenance plan and agreement detailing maintenance for the outlet structure and water quality unit. Those LTMP plans are collected and recorded after the site plan is approved. And then there are some comments from our Parks and Rec department, that's Lyle, on their landscaping. And they have decided to comply with his recommendation and put in some of the plant species that he had mentioned. And then the only other comment is that Elk River has a 4-inch PE line on East Carroll Street and a 3-inch steel line on East Carroll Street. And staff recommends approval of this site plan with the included Development Advisory Committee comments.
All right, thank you, Mr. Luthy. With that, motion to approve the site plan?
Motion to approve, subject to staff comments.
Motion from Mr. Hall,
Second.
second from,
With the comment, I've been waiting for 20 years to put something in that corner. Thank you. We keep watching that corner and thinking somebody's coming, and so we'll see.
all right, we got a second from Mayor Seymour. Any discussion? I think we did a little, I will,
I do want to say I like the comments from Lyle. That's the first time I feel like I've seen that.
About the
Yes.
ginkgo tree?
No, I mean, just about the comments in general. Just
Like
yeah,
getting
Lyle seemed very,
feedback.
Yes,
Lyle
feedback,
seemed
yes.
very,
It's not
very,
just
very pleased with
No
the,
comment.
yeah.
Yep, definitely nice to hear something.
yeah. All right. With that, I'll call a vote. All in favor of the site plan as proposed, subject to staff comments? Aye. Opposed and abstained? All right, the site plan is approved, 6-0. Item Z, rezone request. 0 East Deckard Street rezone request. A request for the Planning Commission to provide comment to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen regarding rezoning of 0 East Deckard Street. The applicant is Mr. Joe Demby. Do I have an applicant or representative here?
As stated prior, if the applicant is not present, I will have to defer this to the next meeting. That would be the January 20th meeting. If the applicant is not present at that meeting, we would have to send a negative recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen.
All right, thank you. This is rezoned as procedure. Moving on, item E, comprehensive plan. 2045 comprehensive plan. Planning Commission to review and present the 2045 comprehensive plan to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen for approval. Mr. Luthy, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I would just like to advise, For this item, I did make sure to put ample notice out. There's actually not from our efforts, but a front page newspaper article. I also put our standard City of Tullahoma notice in the classified sections of the newspaper that we have to do. That notice went out, I think, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Made sure that it was noticed there. We've made sure that people are aware that this was going on. I just want to let you know that we did make sure to notice extra for this beyond what we do for a standard procedure. For this item, this is your planning commission to review the 2045 comprehensive plan. Your actions are to create and approve the document. You then send that document forth to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. It is the Board of Mayor and Aldermen's duty to either adopt the document, or they can choose not to adopt the document and send it back to the Planning Commission for further review. The Board of Mayor and Aldermen do not get a chance to manipulate this document. This document is a creation and under the stewardship of the Planning Commission. The 2045 plan that you see before you today was created by the CPD committee at the request of the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. Now that the CPDC is finished with the document, the Planning Commission is tasked with reviewing the document, approving of it, and sending it to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen for approval and adoption. The following general considerations, planning concepts, and other facts should be considered. If the Board of Mayor and Aldermen do not approve the 2045 plan, it must be sent back to the Planning Commission to allow them to address comments made by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. I have included the 2045 plan here. This plan has undergone the changes that were discussed at the work session. The changes that we would, as you were telling me changes, those changes were input into the document. And recorded. And then one other thing, every month that we have a meeting, and tagline on the notice we put in the paper is that if public comments would like to be submitted and the applicant or the commenter is not able to attend, they're able to email those to me directly. So when this item is opened up for public hearing, I do have some public comments that were sent in via email. I'll hand those out to you. I don't believe we are going to read them on the microphone, but they will be included in the minutes after this meeting is concluded. So if anyone is watching remotely and would like to see those comments will be put into the minutes. And once they are approved at the January meeting, will be made publicly accessible.
All right, thank you, Ms. Lizzie. All right, with that, I'll open a public hearing. And we'll start with people that are present. If anyone wants to speak on this at this time, please come forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to confirm, this is all just from one person? Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay. I believe this was shared with us too. Is it? This was shared with us as well. Is this all that you have?
Yes, sir.
We received an email from Mr. Stuart Coulter that also had comments. I don't know if he's present, isn't he? Yes, I thought you were back there.
I did not get that email, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll submit this to the record too then. We'll save you some voice, unless you would like to speak on it too. But the public hearing is open if anyone would like to come speak. All right, I'll see none. I will close the public hearing. And I will move to a motion.
Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah. Let's take 2-3 minutes and read this, but I've already read it because Russ sent it to me as well. Russ Cradle sent it to me.
For discussion purposes, I make a motion to approve the new comprehensive plan.
Second. Or,
All right, motion to approve from Mayor Seaborn, second from Mr. Hall. Here's this for the public record as well.
If I may, it would actually be I don't want to correct the board. the commission, but it would be a motion to send a favorable recommendation for adoption
I
to
started
the
to ask
board.
that
of
before
Mayor.
my motion, and I got lazy.
Very
so did-
fair point.
Yeah.
All right. Same motion to send a favorable recommendation to the board, Mayor and Alderman. Second for Mr. Hall. All right, with that, discussion.
Just one quick question, and here this, so there was a comment here, which I'm not sure is correct. The rezoning, or if we bring new, what's our default rezoning? What's our default zoning if we annex new property? Change this.
So this was one that was discussed at our
That's what I thought.
study session.
Yeah.
It got changed to RL1.
That's what I thought.
I think, believe most, if not all members of the planning commission shared the same sentiment as this printed comment. And that was actually one of the first changes that was made at that study session. We updated that to an RL1.
And we say default, but when people request to be annexed, does that usually come with a zoning request when they do it?
So as it currently stands, yes, there is a request. This is to allow applicants that if they don't request a zoning, there is a default zone for them to be placed in. That way it's not, the impetus is not placed on the planning commission or the board of mayor and aldermen to decide what zone has to be on the property. It just comes in at the least dense zone of that 1 unit per acre.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Any other discussion? Surely that's not all. We've been talking about, we've been beating this to death for a while, so maybe it is.
One question, and it's my fault, 'cause I forgot to send an email.
Fine.
On one page, or on page 164, it's just that sidewalk chart. If the linear feet, unit cost, and estimated cost can be just chopped off, where it just has the road from and to.
Yeah.
I remember I forgot to.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
in my notes to be removed.
Okay.
When I was preparing this document for distribution, I had to do some compression on the file. The way my PDF software works, the box that was covering those got compressed out
Yeah.
because it was such a large document. So those sites are not shown in the full
Okay.
real variant. But when we run the PDF compressor, it kind of takes comments and revisions that I've made and can remove them.
Thank you.
So it can be-
All right. I mean, just my general comment about this is I kind of share the same sentiment as I had before. It's kind of, there's a lot of stuff here, and yet I don't feel like there's any clear goals or even metrics or plan to execute this at all in the plan. That's my general comment. I don't know how to solve that based on what we've been given, but it is what it is, I guess.
Do comprehensive plans typically have a set of metrics for actually accomplishing the plan?
It depends. Comprehensive plans is not really a one-size-fits-all ordeal. I think what Chairman Schwer is referring to is some comprehensive plans will delegate certain areas of the city that they want to see develop, will encourage certain types of future growth in those areas and discourage other types. We did not have one of those in this plan. That was not discussed. I assume that's what you were referring to by that was looking for increased density in this area, this type of development in that area. However, I would like to advise that this is a two-part item. This is the comprehensive plan. The immediate following item will be the future land use map, which may have some of that information or some of that future identification of growth that you're looking for. As soon as this item gets approved by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen and we have those items to put onto that comprehensive future land use map, that map will be brought before you, and we'll go through not many, but a couple rounds of public comment and review of that map, which may have some of that information that you're looking for on the map.
That was my second comment. Wanted to make sure that we are going to follow up and we are going to address the map. No, I mean, there's a section here in plan intent, and the plan intent is really, seems like it's a definition of what a comprehensive plan is, and there's no real specific, unique things that are as intent of this plan for the city of Tullahoma. And so I kind of wonder what the point is here, but, anyway. With that, if there's any other discussion.
I've got a couple questions. So now, I think we've talked about this briefly, but just for my own sake and for clarification, a lot of the comments I've received from people are, and I've received these comments for a long time now. It's like, well, we want the town to look nicer. And I don't think, and I'm not saying it should, zoning alone doesn't address that, right? So just as a high level question, just for education's sake, if people wanted to put in things like, well, we want to see brick or we want to see certain colors, or where does that go in the city planning documents?
So what you're discussing is generally referred to as an architectural design handbook. That is a set of rules and regulations that governs the aesthetic quality of commercial structures. Commercial structures being anything that is an apartment unit of 5 or more units per the IBC and the IRC. Multifamily units, any commercial, business type use. Those are under an architectural design handbook. It's sort of, most of the time is included as an appendix in the zoning ordinance. And it's just a separate document that governs the actual physical appearance of those structures.
Is there any time people do that for residential as well?
It can be difficult to do that for residential. State law does not allow us to regulate too much in terms of the aesthetics of a residential. It does allow us to enforce the IRC that has regulations for materials that can be used in residential. But as far as aesthetics and pure appearances, it's limited for single-family
I'm
residences.
not advocating for this, by the way. This is a question I hear a lot, and I wanted people to be able to hear the answer to how that would be accomplished.
Yeah, I've done extensive research on what we can and cannot regulate when it comes to residential structures. The difficulty being it has to be deemed fair and reasonable, and what is deemed fair and reasonable is what's in our IRC, the International Residential Code, that our building inspectors enforce. So any deviation, so we could essentially make another document that parrots the IRC. That'd be redundant because our building inspectors already enforce that code. And anything beyond that could be seen as unfair or unreasonable.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
Maybe you recognized. Sorry, you recognized. I just
Okay.
had to clear my throat first.
Here where it says within the city, mobile homes should be required to be located in mobile home parks. But now there's modular homes that actually, they don't look like your traditional mobile homes.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything in here with specifications for those types of mobile homes?
So we have a mobile home ordinance as part of our municipal code. But whenever we discuss mobile home ordinances, those are specifically single wide units that are deemed as being 14 feet wide by 50 feet long. Modular homes, double wides, all of those are treated as single family dwellings.
Okay.
A lot of the modular homes that we have are outside of the building inspectors are virtually indistinguishable from some of the site built units. And so those ones, they're not regulated by the mobile home ordinance. Those modular homes are treated as single family, and would be able to be built on any site, just the same as any site built single family residence.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Also, thank you for finding the Greenway. Oh, it's a screenshot, I think, or whatever, but it's what it is, I guess. But you can make it out. So thank you. All right. Anything else? With that, I'll call vote. All in favor, send a favorable recommendation of the plan as written to the Board of Mayor and Alderman.
Aye.
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 Opposed? I'm opposed. And abstained? All right. Motion passes 5-0. Or 5-1, I'm sorry. With Schwer opposed. The next Planning Commission meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. And the regular planning commission meeting is adjourned. And with that, we will open the Board of Zoning Appeals regular meeting agenda. Call to order by the planning commission. Call the meeting to order. Read and approve the minutes from the November 17th, 2025 BOZA meeting. A motion, minutes is written.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion approved from Mr. Hall, second from Mr. Rice. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I'm abstaining because I wasn't here.
All right, we got, so the minutes are approved, with five yea, 0 nay, and 1 abstain. Mrs. McGee. All right, approval agenda. All in favor of the agenda as written? Or, I'm sorry, I need a motion. Motion to
Move-
to
move-
approve. Yes.
Move to approve the agenda.
All right. And second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Klein. Been quiet over there. All right. All in favor of the agenda as written? Aye.
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 Aye. And opposed? Abstained?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you,
It's the agenda, not
the agenda, I'm sorry.
minutes.
Okay, aye.
You're, okay, all right. All right, agenda is approved 6-0. There's no old business, new business. Randy Brown conditional use permit, a request from the applicant Randy Brown for the BOZA to consider granting conditional use permit for a home occupancy barbershop and hair salon at 708 Stone Boulevard. I'd like to invite the applicant to come forward and speak on this at this time.
I'm Pam Brown. Evidently, I'm the spokesman.
All
He
right,
poked me.
Ms. Brown, you're recognized, thank you.
We own the house, 708 Stone. My daughter is a barber stylist. She now has a business, 704 Cedar Lane, right behind the health department. She's looking to move in our 708 Stone Boulevard house. What we're asking if we can, it has a single car garage. She wants to know, or if it will be permitted to put her barber shop there. She's the only stylist, only barber. It will be just for her.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brown.
Thank you.
These public hearings. Okay, no, okay. You'd think I'd learn if it's not written on there, but just checking. All right, staff report, Mr. Lewis.
Yep. Normally, our home occupations are approved in-house. However, this home occupation permit comes with the requirement of also obtaining a conditional use permit. That is required for barbershops to be a home occupation. I have reviewed the applicant's submitted plans and where they want to have the barbershop, and it's compliant with our home occupation requirements. They just have to get your approval for a conditional use permit so that I can sign off on that home occupation permit.
All right, thank you.
So I guess I only have one question. So she mostly gonna work by appointment?
I'm sorry.
She mostly gonna work by appointment?
Yes, sir.
So there's not gonna be like people waiting in line and,
No, no,
Yeah, I
no.
didn't
She'll
think
be
so.
the only stylist barber, so it'll maximum maybe 2 cars.
yeah, that's fine. So, and how close is it to the school?
I'm not sure.
How far is it from Bel Air?
That's your question.
I mean, it's not right against the school. I'm guessing. Yeah, so that's fine. That's what I was thinking,
Yeah, the
but
seven.
I couldn't get my map pulled up here, so I apologize for asking.
Yeah, the 700 block is on the Wilson Avenue side, like before you get to the street that turns into Bel Air, or
Okay,
right around in there.
Okay.
All right, entertain a motion to, what are we doing?
Approving the conditional use, is that what?
Staff, grant, yeah, entertain a motion to grant conditional use permit.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve from Mr. Rice,
Second.
second from Ms. McGee. Any discussion on this? I think we discussed. All right, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? All right.
Maybe sometime the state will stop messing around. You can actually get access to both those roads.
I'm sorry.
I said, maybe eventually the state will finish messing around out there and we can get access back to both of those roads. I apologize.
I know.
Apologize about, it is a mess.
For the planning
Yeah.
commission regular agenda, because I wasn't here for that meeting also, but
Okay.
And I abstained on this one, but I just, yeah, for the minutes.
We can fix that next meeting.
Okay.
All right, with that, we are adjourned. Thank you, and good luck with the barber shop.